Audio test, audio test. This is an audio test. Audio test, audio test. This is an audio test. Hello everybody, it is, oh, we're having a controller issue. It's a drift problem. It's because it's, even though this is the primary controller in my hand, the other controller is currently charging, and it's got a drift problem. So I need to turn it off. There we go. That solves the problem. So, much has happened since my last save. Not sure exactly how to introduce it. I mean, my base has changed immensely. In my last game save, my base was right there where I'm currently pointing at. The water levels have reached a certain depth. That basically would mean that that area that I'm pointing at is going to get covered in water. And so I was correct in my assumption to move. And I moved obviously up into this cliffside. Just to give you kind of the perspective. Not sure if anybody's tuned into my older streams, or rather some of the earlier streams of this game, but right here there was nothing. So it is fascinating to observe, you know, these changes again. They draw my desire to play. Seeing the physiological microbiological kind of changes happening. So I built the rocket platform here. It's certainly way more developed in comparison to my first base. And I remember my first base was extremely cluttered. There was shit everywhere. So here we have the biolab. DNA manipulator. Interesting. I haven't developed enough, I think, for me to be able to utilize any of that just yet. So yeah, this is the new installation. I think it's about how many stories? It's only 5 stories tall. It's actually not that tall. But I thought it was an adequate size for where I chose to be. I figured. And found out ways to manipulate minerals or materials in my favor, like uranium. You just build a rocket through, and it attracts uranium meteorites, and then they fall down. So I think that's pretty cool. Starting to produce more water than I need, which is kind of the first time where I'm not concerned anymore about running out of water. Saving the eggplant for if I need to make more, what do you call it, grass spreaders or things like that. See, I'm at the point where I need to dump water into containers or crates. So, right now, I'm at this kind of situation where I could... Oh, I just ate that eggplant. Didn't mean to, but it was just automatic for me. I don't... How do you make bioplastic again? No. I believe bioplastic is made in the biodome. Yeah, here. Which requires mushroom and silicon and water. Okay, I need to grow a mushroom. So let's see, where should I put my next food grower? It's just aluminum, iron, and water. Because right now, oh, I could put one right here actually. takes up 15 energy. I have an adequate amount. Okay, yeah, I just recently made a tier 2 nuclear reactor. I remember on my last save before I saved it. So I'm very fortunate that I can accommodate myself from the past to the present. Okay. Mushroom. Mushroom. There we go. That's how we're going to make that bioplastic material. I believe it's going to have some later importance. Yeah. It seems that bioplastic nugget's necessary for when you're producing tier 2 algae generators on the water. Right, because grass spreader is one thing, flower spreader is more efficient. I can make fertilizer here. Although in terms of algae, where do I get algae? Do I actually go to the water and collect it? Now I'm curious. Hold on a second. I've been producing algae in the water. I don't know if I can interact with it though. I'm curious. Because I haven't seen any recipe explaining how you can get the biosamplers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the rover. I know I'm a little bit awkwardly parked, but I manage. Wait, why am I losing oxygen? This thing is supposed to have upgrades. Unlimited oxygen, yeah. There we go. Alright. Let's see if this is the stuff I need to collect. Oh my goodness, yes it is. Son of a bitch. Apparently I am a farmer in the water. I am farming my own algae that I have created. And I've been completely neglecting grabbing any of this stuff. Amazing. Okay. Nice. Okay. Things are looking good. The grassy fields, let's take a look at that. Look at that. These are those flowers. Yeah, okay. This is a flower spreader, so naturally I'm going to see some of the flowers that I put inside the seeds, the white flowers. Meanwhile, the rest are just standard grass spreaders. It's looking pretty good. I've gotten pretty good at parking in this awkward angle that I have to actually drive into. I do appreciate the repetition in that I could actually figure it out eventually. Oh, these are still growing. Wow, I have accumulated a lot of algae. Tier 2 biodome. Ooh wee. My goodness. I don't see tier 2 biodome. Unless I have to go up to it. A little bit curious what that means. Okay, tier 2 generates tree bark. Wow, it produces a lot of oxygen. It's in biomass category. Interesting. So I'm going to need fertilizer, bacteria sample. Okay. So I need to create... Okay, I need to get more water. Running low on silicon, I noticed. I need a lot of eggplant too, if I want fertilizer anyway. Because what tier fertilizer do I need for the biolab? Just one. Tier 1. Let's make the bacteria sample at least. Takes a lot of resource though, just to make 2 petri dishes. Yeah. Need to make 2 fertilizer. Well, this is a good find. Look at that. Super alloy rod. I don't even have the means to access that, and I found it. That's a rare thing to find in this game. And I just stumbled across it by accident. I love moments like that. I was just blindly taking a chance trying to ride the incline, and I somehow stumbled across a gold crate. Well, fancy that. I'm so glad that I finally applied more storage into my vehicle. It just makes such a difference. Still looking for blueprint chips though. There we go. That's what I was looking for, is that kind of stuff. Tier 3 heater. I'll break down the mats. Doesn't look like there's anything more. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. You know, kind of like I would have expected at least one more blueprint microchip in the area. Kind of disappointed that there's only one in this spot. Wish there was more. What the hell's wrong with this thing? It's not maneuvering as well as I'd like it to. Oh, hello. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting to see this. It's kind of nuts. Ancient ruins. Okay, the plot thickens. The plot thickens a lot. Huh. Wild, okay. I didn't go this far in the game, so this is literally like a first discovery of another civilization, potentially. Completely unsure where I need to explore, if I need to go underwater. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, that just happened. That's okay. The rover acts as a submersible. Question is, how am I going to get out of this? Well, there's a crate down here. There's really nothing special in that crate that I want to loot. I'll just take the food and the uranium. Leave the rest behind. It's of no significance at this stage of the game. Yeah, well, wasn't expecting this. Some kind of old civilization existed here. Interesting. But based on the architecture, very human for lost civilization, alien or otherwise. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Lake water. So much water. Reach full lake's level. Nice. I'll take the explosive powder. Okay, I gotta find a way out of this space. Hopefully these stairs can Or this will be faster than riding up the stairs. There we go. Much has been found here. Very interesting. More here. Still would like to find another blueprint chip. Man, this goes pretty deep. Was this all frozen prior? When did this get developed? Because I'm a little bit curious, you know, like when I started, the planet didn't have any of this. It didn't look like it would have any of this. Was this frozen over? So did this exist prior to its planetary history? Like, I'm just curious, you know, I don't have any lore dropping anytime soon because I haven't come across a terminal. But I do find it very fascinating. I don't want to jump in the water because I don't know how I'll get out of it. I do want to explore more, but I'm kind of almost overcumbered at the moment. Ooh, there's a deep, deep cove in there. Huh. I need a jetpack. That's what I need before I proceed to this. I don't have one. But I could certainly craft one if I need to. Okay, I was mistaken into thinking there was any crates down there. Okay, this is quite the discovery, I have to say. I didn't think I would actually encounter something like this. But it is pretty neat. And obviously need to spend more time exploring this zone. But I am sort of full with resources and I'd like to return to base to acquire and progress. There's a crate over there in the corner, that's fine. My goodness. This just is a whole different area. Okay. Let's go back. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Wasn't expecting any of this. Oh, not this again. Oh, no. I have a problem with the physics engine in this vehicle. This vehicle does not do a very good job at handling these slopes. Like, at all. I'm just trying to... Damn. There we go. Very easy to lose control when you have the vehicle accelerator at max almost. Indestructible, though. I will say that. This rover is indestructible. It can be a submersible because it has such airtight seals that you do not actually ever experience anything bad. It's kind of amazing, to be honest. Wow, the levels of the water really are high now. Wait a second. Why are my algae collectors underwater? I thought they were supposed to sit above the water. Interesting. Well, I mean, it's still producing it, even if it's submerged, so... Can't deny that. Wait a second, now it's above water? Okay, maybe it's just a glitch. An alien civilization or a human civilization was here before us. Here I'm thinking I'm terraforming a planet that I'm stepping foot on that's like the first civilization, but no, apparently something has existed before. Alright, can I harvest this? Yes. Good. Sulfurin 3 algae. Cool. All right. one more piece of sulfur. Huh. Menu filter. Microchip construction menu filter? What is that supposed to be exactly? Hides lower tiers of items from the construction menu. Okay. I see. Doesn't seem really that like important to me. I don't mind seeing lower tiers. Use ore extractors in different areas to extract specific materials, and rockets are really important and help boost your generation of encrypted. Huh. Yeah, no, I get that. I will definitely set up more ore extractors in certain places where, like, I need zeolite or osmium or something like that, but, yeah. Moss. Oh, look at that. The next step or next stage of terraformation is moss. So we gotta make sure to cover this planet green. Although I'm still curious about those ruins I saw earlier. Anyway, I wanted to craft a second tier biodome right across from the first tier biodome. Is that not allowed? What's going on? Is there something in the way? My goodness. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. If it cannot be on the same tier as that, then perhaps I shall build this way. Voila. My. Look at these exotic trees. Very fascinating. Tree bark. Container. I wonder, did I come across potentially a tree in my earlier travels? I need to actually check this. Guess I could do a tier 2 generator if I want, just to continue with the biomass. Or the progression of the biomass. Yeah, here. Yeah, look at that. Linifolia tree seed. Might as well use that upstairs. Not sure where it's going to grow in here, but I decided to put that in here. I wonder what my base looks like now that I've done that, though. I'm really curious to see. Sort of, yep, there's that module there. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, I gotta say. Algae is forming. Grass bitters are growing. Now that I have trees, things will hopefully accelerate the amount of oxygen that's going into the atmosphere. Even the rate for percentage in decimal points is steady, actually. Better than I expected. Heat leaves wanting, though. I could admit that. Because the pressure in the biomass rate is steady. How much power do I have left? 132. Okay. Can make another T3. Or maybe I should invest in building ore extractors in other locations based on the message. Sending out rockets can obviously boost certain specific categories. Of course, it requires me to build engines. And I could use more uranium, which I believe provides more pressure, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at that tech tree here. Can, well, that's for oxygen though. Lake water collector. I kind of do. I do want to, I do want to summon a uranium storm. Meteor storm. Just, by my observation anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, gives a global heat generation bonus and attracts uranium asteroids. I just need one rocket engine. I can certainly make that. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, we got ourselves a uranium rocket, so I'm gonna just do a demonstration to see what it does. Probably shouldn't be on this platform, but I'm invincible, or at least my character is. So the skies get darker, and we need to map out the location of where these asteroids are going. Okay, we got a blast there. In the water, okay. Okay, that is beyond my reach. I cannot reach that. Also beyond my reach. That's outside of bounds. That sucks. Okay, I can reach that. But still outside of map bounds. I can't reach that. I guess generally wherever I see green crystals is where I'm going to gather. I hate the ones that go out of bounds. I don't know why they do that. I just realized I have all this stuff I haven't even transferred for my vehicle. I see. I got slope. That's another unlock for the main terraformation chart on the blueprints anyway. Excuse me. Give me a sec. I just need to turn on some lights. Okay, back in action. So what am I doing? Or what do I want to do? Is the question I should be asking myself. I saw that interesting ancient ruin. I still haven't fully explored it. I know I haven't. Which is, I believe, right here, yes. This is it. This is where the ancient ruin site is. And I found it through the back here. Haven't fully explored the area. I do need to set up some more extractors, specifically in this area here for obsidian and zeolite. But what I've been trying to focus on is I need uranium so I can make more reactors to my base and just kind of increase the power grid, because I anticipate I'm going to need a lot more power in the near future. So we need to go underwater As I saw a meteorite just gonna impact this zone. Not a lot though, look at this. Just 3? Really? That's kinda lame. Look at that. Look how deep this is. Look how far the water has filled up. This is our initial entry capsule. And now it's completely submerged. Ooh, golden crate I wasn't even aware of. Problem is I need to... The handling of the vehicle sometimes is a bit of a chore. Ooh, I welcome a dildo. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Doesn't do very good with slopes, I find. Really? Just 3? Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Just... Yeah, it doesn't do very... maybe it's because it doesn't have... yeah, thank God for the unstuck button. I have a theory that the reason why is largely to do with the fact that it just isn't designed very well. Unsure if any fell up here. It doesn't look like it. A lot more dropped in this zone. Yeah, way more in here. This area is starting to pull. That's a good haul, actually. I have that much uranium available to me. Better than I expected. Mind you, I was looting, you know, another location. I still haven't actually finished with the ruins. Okay, I want to build more power. So, 3 uranium rods, and I happen to have already 2. I'm gonna make 1 more. Oh, forgot to build. Oh, I forgot to build the uranium rod. Okay, let's see, power-wise, we are at, yeah, we have quite a bit, 463 available to us. Might as well start assembling the materials for ore extractors and then just visit certain areas that I need to install them in, like the obsidian biome, the zeolite biome, and the osmium biomes, respectively. Oh, and what's the deconstruction tier 2? Ah, methane cartridge is a technology I do not have access to. And I have no idea how to create methane. Yeah, this Hunger Chip tier 2 blueprint pinning allows you to pin more crafting recipes. Yeah, I don't have methane cartridges available to me, even though I have recipes that require them. Not sure how to. Yeah, the terraformation tree doesn't say. So that has to be a biolab thing, isn't it? The methane. I'm assuming the algae or moss is going to help me produce methane. In an optimizer. Ah, I see. Find and insert fuses into this to boost the performance of nearby machines. Ah, okay. So this can multiply the output of my oxygen in my bio dome. If I put this near them, and then insert said multiplier, which is, yep, and I just got access to it. Oxygen multiplier 500, right? These oxygen multiplier fuses that I have gathered could be used for that, interestingly. Okay, so say I want to make one. I need a uranium rod, 2 explosive powders. I see, okay. Now I need to make explosive powder. Which needs 2 sulfur and iridium, okay. Okay. 2 iron, 1 cobalt. How interesting. Interesting, okay. Seeing an optical illusion. You guys can't see what I see, but it's an interesting one. Very unique. Only I can see. And yeah. So this, if I just put it in this vicinity. Hold on. It's going to affect all the tubes here. Perfect. So this machine just needs a canister, and it will multiply everything for 500% of all nearby veggie tubes, which should do a substantial growth and push the oxygen forward even further. And this is the fuse in question. Bam. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to be great. Okay. I'll be curious to see what the rate of oxygen is now after I've inserted that into the proxemics of the oxygen for veggie tubes. I'm noticing a faster rate, albeit it's marginal, but still it makes a difference. We still could use more heat. I'll make another T3, silicon, titanium, aluminum, and an iridium rod. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Okay, the pace is increased for heat. How much power do we got? Still enough. Let's make another heater. Okay. Something that I could make is a shredder machine. I'm noticing that I have way too many low-tier items that I don't need anymore. Like the 150% multipliers for oxygen are unnecessary to keep around, and they just take up space. So I think I'm going to make one of these. I think it needs 1 uranium. 1 of this. 1 osmium. I'm gonna need more sulfur. I'm running out on that. There it is. Right, now I can concentrate on breaking down useless crap in my inventory. We'll start with these guys. I don't need so many Shanga seeds, honestly. If anything, I'll preserve 1 for the sake of variety. The majority of this stuff I do not need. Same goes for the amount of eggplant seeds that I possess right now. I don't need that much. Or squash. See, I got more of the Shanga seeds here. Same with the Comto uniforms. I have so many of them. I just need 1 of each. Comto, Sipto, Fabio, 2BO. So what I'm wearing right now, Sifo. Hey Eugene, how you doing? Oops, don't want to put that away. Golden seeds are prime. Actually, I want to take the golden seeds with me right now and swap out for any low tier stuff. Because I got a bunch of veggie tubes here, and there's the tier 3 ones just outside. Up here. I think they're all tier 3s, aren't they? Yeah. Golden seed, golden seed. I'll swap this one out for golden seed one. There we go, golden seed here. So yeah, what provides methane cartridges? That's what I want to know. Because I haven't discovered anything to do with that. It's kind of a mystery to me. Yeah, because I am now producing plants in my biome. And I need 80 tons to reach beehive status, which will start introducing insects. But I am not seeing any example of methane containers. Increases moss spread, gives glow. Okay, interesting. Yeah, none of it. Harvesting robot, that's going to be useful. Interior stairs. Okay, I just got a new blueprint available to me. Let's see if this works. I want to try a staircase here, if I can. What do I need to make one? 2 iron, 2 titanium, 2 aluminum. Oh, I see. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Very interesting. Didn't mean to do it that way, but I just kind of was curious, you know? Kind of curious how it would work. So ideally, if I want to do something like that, I would have to build it from here. And then I can continue building. Interesting, okay. And then if I felt the need to build more, I don't know, something up that way, then I could. I see, I see. Oh my. It's like right over top of one of my water collectors. But I don't think it's going to obstruct it from collecting moisture from the air. I don't think it's... Luckily, it's not clipping, which amazes me, actually. Yeah, like, it's just above it, so I should be fine. I don't think I'm going to be clipping anything there. But yeah, no, I just wanted to know how it was made with the staircase. So that's interesting. So I still don't know what makes methane. Or methane canisters. I haven't seen any indication of how I can make one of those. I've already thoroughly studied the trees here, and nothing's really presenting itself to me. So I don't know. It would be nice to know, though. Look, I'm actually doing better than I'd expected, because I was able to actually steadily, in the decimal value, bring everything on a gradual pace. And heat, pressure. I mean, okay, to be fair, pressure I think is the slowest when I'm looking at that chart. Yeah, it looks like it's the slowest. Biomass is steady, though. I really see no need for me to continue, I don't know, developing biomass, but maybe I should. Maybe that's how I'll get more methane, is through that. How much is, what is this? This thing. I just need 2 more of these to make one. Just considering trying it out. Considering I didn't make it. I did, yeah. Glass floor or ceiling for living compartments. That's pretty cool, right? I'm just playing around, kind of experimenting with the cosmetic side of construction. You know. Oh, hello. Okay, tree bark. Tree bark has been created as a result of me placing this linifolia tree seed. So interesting. Interesting. None of this creates methane cartridges. So I can't craft the deconstruction tier 2 without the methane cartridge. So maybe I should just ignore that. Maybe I should go back to making more extractors for minerals that I don't have or have an abundance of. So what do I need again? A lot of iridium rods and 2 osmiums. Okay. Everything's upstairs. So I'm going to assume I'm going to make 4 in total. There we go. We have 4 rods, 4 aluminum. For this. 4 titanium. And it's 2, so 2, 4, 6. That should be an adequate amount for 4 ore extractors. Okay, let's grab this food. I shall take upon myself a few bottles here, and then, or rather a couple. And then I'll just dump it all here. Since keep the food on me and the water. But I'm going to use the storage for this rover so I can effectively travel without having to be overcumbered when I immediately exit. Okay, once again, submersible rover. Pretty cool. There's the escape pod that I originally started the journey with. My goodness, look how high the water levels have risen. I'm taken aback by the progress that's been made. I wonder if the ice is finally melted or not. Oh yeah, look at that. I can drive right through now. So I was thinking about putting an ore extractor somewhere around here. And why not next to this area here? Cool. So here's hoping that this is going to get me, I don't know, zeolite, maybe pink quartz, osmium, who knows, stuff, you know. A lot of crates I ended up ignoring here because I remember when I was going through here, it was like, I'm looking for specific stuff. But now I can kind of just take it all. And if I need to break anything down as garbage, I can do that when I get back to base. Okay, let's make our way to where the obsidian is. So I'm going to make an ore extractor there. Rounded glass 4, okay. I'm happy to see that I'm unlocking more blueprints. Oh yes, this is the direction where the obsidian should be located. But I know that there's a rich deposit somewhere specific. I just need to reach it. I think it's here. Yeah, this is it. This is where all the obsidian is. So I'm gonna build an extractor here. There we go. And conveniently, super alloy. Might as well farm some of this stuff here, eh? It's a lot of iron just sitting here. See how much obsidian is just sitting around. Okay, very good. So, 1 zeolite, 1 obsidian. I don't know where osmium. Would that be inside the caves with the crystals? The blue crystals in them? Would that be a fair assessment? You know, I remember there was this like subterranean fungal cave that I discovered way back when, but never really thoroughly and like fully investigated. I just kind of went through it. Okay, so here, unsure what kind of materials I will be able to farm here. But I'm going to make an extractor in this zone. Again, unsure if it will turn out exactly as I hope, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. If anything, maybe I might get osmium and sulfur in this particular extractor. There's not much ice left here. Just that little piece, and then it's pretty much fully melted. those will gather up this osmium deposit, considering I just used up some. Okay, so I made 3 extractors. I don't think I need to make a 4th. Yeah, the water levels really did rise. I'm so glad I moved my base. I was in that zone. I was inside where that water is right now when I originally built my base. I didn't realize that these lakes would go so high. But just as well as I didn't actually realize I'd discover like some sort of alien ruin, which was really interesting to me. Oh, we're about to unlock T4 drills. Generate pressure by releasing gases. Yeah, okay, so this will be the highest tier drill I get access to. Okay, that's going to change the play soon because I'm about to reach that 41 UK. And for the heater, it's still a ways for oxygen, but it is progressing gradually. So that's a good sign. And we are about 33% onto the next stage, which is moss. I need a jetpack. I remember I was telling that to myself. T1, no, that's not it. Where are the jetpacks? Here. I need 2 rockets. 2 rocket engines to make a jetpack. And a titanium. Okay, so 4 uranium, 2 iridium rods, and 1 superalloy. Hey, there it is, T4 drill. And the plant rocket unlocked, nice. I want to see what is required for a plant rocket to get more moss. Ah, that's where the tree bark comes into play. Uh-huh. I see, but I would need a fertilizer to go along with it. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, I can send this because I found that super alloy rod at the relic site. Might do that too. But I will need to have a rocket for uranium because I've already run out of uranium. OMG, everybody, look, I'm starting to see moss on the ground. Even underwater. The typography and the geography is all changing. Look at that. We're seeing moss everywhere now. This is wild. Cool. Okay, well, still. I have enough uranium to make a uranium rocket, which I will do. So I can get more uranium, you know, for stuff. How am I doing with energy? 258 remaining kilowatts. That's not bad. Just need titanium. Okay. That should give me a jetpack. Bam. Jetpack acquired and equipped. Now I should be able to upgrade it without having any engines, I hope. From what it looks like I can. I can upgrade my jetpack. Oh, super alloy. Bam. Now it's tier 2. And tier 3 needs 2 osmium, 1 superalloy, explosive powder. And if I'm not mistaken, the recipe for explosive powder is 2 sulfur and 1 iridium. If memory serves. Which it does. Memory served me well. Cool. Bam, tier 3 jetpack. Nice. Okay. And I guess... was there ever a T5 oxygen, or did I never come across the blueprint for that? Yeah, I don't think I did. What kind of agility boots do I have on me? Oh, I can definitely upgrade those. I just need 1 more explosive powder. Okay. Might as well. If you can upgrade yourself, you have to in this game. Bam. Oh, wait. Lacking 1 more superalloy. Now we got tier 3. So I can sprint faster and farther. Wow, tier 4 drills are pretty costly though. Look at that. But I'm compelled to at least build one. I have the resources to do so, so might as well. I want to increase my height for my building. Okay, so that still hits a wall. Oh no. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah, that's really bad. That was not intentional at all. I don't know how that happened to me. And look, all the mats that fell from the deconstruction. Ah, what a fuck up. What a fuck up. I have to fix that. Jesus. I just wanted to get the glass floor. I wanted to get the glass flooring removed, but instead I ended up the entire compartment just dematerializing. Freaking stupid. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm still not high enough for me to reach this zone. Yeah, I'm not high enough. I'm just at the cliff end here. Kind of annoying, I know. But that's okay. At least it gives me an idea of what's going on here. So maybe the solution for me is trying to reach higher up. I need more aluminum. Okay, there we go. Now this should give me access to where I need to go. If I were to create an exit from here, then maybe I could create a metal ramp. That's probably what I'll do. I'm just liking silicon. There we go. Now we're in business. Perfect. Okay, now I might have infringed upon the materials for the drill. I don't know. No, I can make it. Here it is. Bam. Giant ass drill. I gotta say, I'm pretty content with the outcome. This play session's actually, once again, progressed me into directions and blueprints. Even the terraformation rate is much higher than I had originally started with this stream. So, it's an exponential increase I really do appreciate to see. Oops, that's not what I intended to do. So maybe I should, after this, make a plant and map point of interest. Rocket is what I should do. Oh no, I need to prioritize making a uranium rocket first because I am low on uranium. And if I want to be able to make more rockets, I need more uranium to do that with. So it's my cat, I swear to God. For whatever reason, he always needs the closet open for him. He likes to go in there and explore just like I am with this game. That's his exploration in my room, is going into my closet for whatever. Okay, we're going to launch a uranium rocket again for the purposes of collecting more uranium. I mean, I'm assuming the uranium's going to drop in a place that's not going to be inconvenient. One more super alloy. Okay, I launched a rocket. I'm not seeing any asteroids. What's going on? There we go. See? We're getting them. I have a jetpack and I have no idea how to use it. Oh, I see. Hold the jump button to use it. Okay. Can't reach it because of stupid rug. What am I supposed to do? Damn rug. There we go. You done exploring there, Eugene? I'm gonna... Oh, thank God. I was gonna be like, I don't know where else they've hit. Man, the fact that there is moss growing on the surface of this planet is encouraging. Very. Like it's like the fruits of my labor finally showing itself. I dig it. I really do. That's a fine haul of uranium here. I think the best haul I've actually ever gotten. Out of every other spot that I picked up from so far. It's a pretty deep lake we're in. Getting another meteor storm shortly after the uranium one. Yeah, it looks like it. Holy, that is massive. Look at the size of these rocks. Like, they should be destroying a heck of a lot more than, like, what I'm seeing here. I mean, it's a cool effect visually, but, you know, I think that it's pretty crazy. I saw the shimmer, so I was like, ah, screw it, I'll use my jetpack to get to it. That's really effective, actually. I was able to ascend quite well. And that's a decent haul for uranium. I have to make sure not to use up all of it. Okay, well, there was a reason behind me doing this, because I wanted to build a rocket that is going to send more output for plants. And increased output anyway. And then there's the one, the points of interest rocket I need to send out as well. This one here. Because I have the super alloy rod, so I might as well use it for this. Okay, so plant rocket needs tree bark, Lirma seed, fertilizer, rocket engine. Okay. That's the rocket engine. Fertilizer needs algae into eggplants and blah blah blah. I'll get the tree bark from here. There we go. There we go. Oh, forgot the Lirma seed. This is gonna, I'm assuming, be like the effect of like spreading a bunch of seeds into the sky or something like that, and it's gonna encourage way more oxygen to be turned on. Oh, yeah, you can even see it. Okay, that's interesting. Well, fire away. Spread oxygen. Wow. Damn. A lot more moss. A heck of a lot more moss. Holy shit. It's actually turning the atmosphere into this kind of misty green. I'm just noticing right now. Huge on-screen effect. Everything's green now. A misty green. Spores. Lots of spores. Green spores everywhere. From just launching that plant rocket. That's the visual effect, but it is already making an impact on the surface. Amazing. Cool. Okay, next rocket. The one that requires the super alloy rod. I want to make it. Yeah, the map information rocket. Osmium. I just need to craft the microchip rocket again. 2 osmiums. What microchip did I need to make anyway? I didn't look at that. Oh, compass. I need a compass. Silicon, magnesium, 2 aluminum. I'm running low on super alloy. I've been using it up quite a bit for a lot of projects. I could be missing one more piece. Let me just gonna check. Oh, I have, yeah, I'm missing the rocket. And also low on iridium, look at that. All these blueprints and recipes are demanding a lot of resources at this point. Very heavy cost. Okay, I have what I need to make that navigational map point of interest rocket. Just gonna save right now. Saving in progress. Okay. Here's hoping it has some substantial value. Okay, it's been launched. Let's take a look at the map. Ooh, I see. Very useful. Ooh, it tells me natural deposits of uranium over on that direction. Hello, hello. I see, okay. So it actually surveys and tells me the materials. So I put 2 ore extractors in this area, but it doesn't tell me where that zeolite is in that area. Funny enough, zeolite is being advertised right there. And I never found any there before. So, is that like an underground passage then? A cave, perhaps? With a zeolite? Well, one thing's for sure, at least this gives me an idea where to place future ore extractors. For, you know, specifics, like here's the super alloy location. So I'll keep that in mind, you know what I mean? Still very, very useful, very useful. Very happy I built that. Alright, well, it's been about 3 hours or so. I think I'm gonna conclude my stream around here. We're nearly getting to the full end of Moss. We're about 60% there. And yeah, I think we've done some substantial work. Well, once again, thank you for joining me on my stream, and I guess I'll be seeing you on the next one.